what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and it's time for another exciting episode of EmGo Build Stuff, the series where I teach you that when traveling first class, make sure to guffaw at those beneath you. That's right, guffaw! Guffaw, I say. But moving on with the Hachette R.M.S. Titanic, the ship, the legend. So here we are at issue 18. This covers stage 18, oddly enough. But let's take a quick look through the magazine. Traveling first class, with second-class passengers enjoying facilities usually reserved for first class on other ships. Titanic's first-class accommodations had to be even more luxurious. Oh, so luxurious. Look at that luxury. Oh, the luxury. This is what they call a cheap motel now. But anyway, look at that. I know words, I can read, I swear. A reconstruction of a first-class suite at one of the many Titanic exhibitions that tour cities around the world. There you go. I've never been to a Titanic exhibition. I know words, I swear. The iconic staircase. The grand staircase. How lovely, how beautiful. I will be able to speak properly at some point, I swear. In search of an empire, some Italian newspapers made little of the Titanic disaster. Their headlines were full of the war that had just broken out in Libya. Oh, again, stuff going on here. Maps, and of course, our rundown of the pieces and instrucciones. And I dropped things because today is just one of those days. But here we have the magazine. Here we have our parts. So let's get down to it, because as always, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Hopefully, we'll be able to speak, and we will have coordination throughout this stage of the build. But at this point, I doubt it. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. That's everything in there. Get out of my life. And have to unwrap the tissue paper. Oh, the tissue paper. So here we have a dome for the grand staircase, and a little pane of glass that sits upon it. This is not glass, this is just plastic, but there we go, we have that. Very nice, very nice. Get off to the side, and oh, wait. There we go. Now I can throw it away. There we go. You thought you almost got away with it, didn't you? You thought you avoided it. Nope. And here we have screws, and we have, more screws, and here we have another big die-cast piece of hull, and more tissue paper. Okay, there we go. Now I feel better. I feel so much better now. Okay. So let's open up our instrucciones. Ay, que instrucciones. Ay. Alright, so what are we doing here? So, what we are beginning with? So we are beginning with the grand staircase dome. So we're bringing in this section here. Now, if you remember me talking about this section when we last took care of it, I did say I was going to put some wood glue on this. And I did, because this decking here was not cooperating at all, was not wanting to stay down. So I did put down some wood glue, and it is now securely in place, although I did miss a little corner here. It's a little the camera will focus. This little corner here is still, apparently didn't get glue on this corner here, but I'll get some glue in that corner. But yeah, I did glue the rest of this down. So now it is nice and secure, because it was not wanting to cooperate. But here we have the dome for the grand staircase. Very nice, also. I have seen people do a black wash to this to make all of this detail on here pop. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I may. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I have seen people do that. I may do it. I may. But that's just going to drop right in here. Now, it does not say to glue anything down. Right now, we are just setting things in place. Doesn't say to glue it, but that sits right there, like so. And then we have the skylight, and that just sits over top of it, like that. So again, they're not saying to glue anything down. They're just saying, put some masking tape on it to hold it in place. But that's what that is going to look like. So we're just right now. We're not really assembling. We're just kind of resting things in place. So there you go. That's all we are doing there. So that is it. That's all we have for that particular section. So now what we're going to do is we're going to affix another section of hull here. So let's bring in our big chunk of Titanic right here. Get the little stand. Boop, there we go. So now we need to rise, because now we got some more hull to deal with. So what is happening here? So this is going on this side. Let's flip this around. It's going here. And let's see, it's oriented thusly. And that looks like it's just popping right over this. There we go. There we go. There we go. Lovely. Marvelous. Marvelous. So now we are going to be doing what? Obviously we need to screw these down. So what are we using? We are using some, where are they? Are these them? These are not them. Are these them? These are them. We're using some IM screws. So we're using 3 IM screws. And since these are going into metal, bring in my little container of oil, so we can give them a little dippity dip. Whoop. Yeah, come back here. Get this on here. Again, give a little, whoop, little dippity dip. And as always, we'll just get them started. We will not tighten anything until they are all in place. That's the rule. And dippity dip. Get that there. One more. Don't you, hey. It's listing on me. Don't you list on me. You're not supposed to list. Well, it did list as it was sinking. It listed a little bit. There we go. Third one. And now, whisker. So we'll just start with the first one here. So how's everybody doing? How is everybody feeling? As always, hope everyone's doing well. Everyone's staying safe. What am I doing? Muscling. Building up my Titanic here. Loving this and loving every moment of it. Get that nice and ensnuggened. And it's just going to fall off the stand. It's fine. I'll hold it up. I'll hold it up with my brute strength. Not that it's heavy or anything. Just, you know. Just want to put over my brute strength, that's all. Nice and ensnuggened. There we go. Ensnuggened. Okay. So now that we have that, I need to turn the page. Not bump my camera. That's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing at all. So let me move this out of the way so I can turn the page. Alrighty. So now what we are doing is we are using 2 screws, and those came with issue 15, and I forgot to get those out. Let me get those out. And I got the screws, so we need 2 of these. Now, of course, for this, I do suggest using the Allen wrench that they included with this kit, but I'm not going to need that because I got one of these. Ah! This will make life a lot easier. So much easier. This little ratcheting wrench, which I do have one of these, but I needed a smaller one for this model, so I got this off of Amazon. It was fairly cheap, and this will make life a lot easier with these pesky little screws that you barely have any room to work with. But we'll see. We will see what's happening here. So you know what? I think it's best if we lay it down. I think that will be the best course of action here. And we need to do a little dippity dip. Can you see what's going on here? We're here. That's where we're going. We're going here. So we'll put one of these on here. Give it the dippity dip. Boop. And we are living here, and we have to kind of get it started now. One thing about these is you do have to kind of get it started first before you can start ratcheting. So I'll just do this manually. There we go. Now I think we can start the ratcheting process here. There we go. And now we ratchet. There we go. Makes life a lot easier, doesn't it? Wonderful. Beautiful. Fabulous. There we go. Nice and schnuggened. There we go. We're all good to go. Lovely. Marvelous. Fabulous. There we go. Another one. Dippity dip. That one's going right here. So again, I have to kind of get it started. You need some grip first. Before the ratchet can take over, you actually need to have some grip in there. So there we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Probably didn't have enough. There we go. There we go. We have gained purchase. We have found purchase. There we go. Wonderful. Marvelous. See? The right tool for the job. The right tool for the right job, as they say. There we go. We have now attached another big section of hull here. Look at that. It's coming together nicely. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Okay, so there's one more thing we have to do. And that is to attach an AM screw. That's going to go right up top. Put this up. We just need one. Okay. So again, give this a little dippity dip into our oil. Dip. And this is going right up top right here to hold that in place. Get that nice and enschnuggened. Oh, it's so enschnuggened. There we go. Enschnuggened indeed. And that is it. So we did get some JM screws. I'm assuming, I guess we're not using these. Yep, we're not using these. So I guess these are just screws for another time. So there we go. We have everything in place. Oh, and one more thing I can do now that I have it. I have a spare IM screw, so now I can use it on that missing port. If you remember, I was missing an IM screw for this. Now I have it. I have the IM screw that I need. Now I am no longer screwed. Wonderful. 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 So now we can get this. Not that it wasn't secure anyway, because two screws really will hold it on just fine, but hey, or sorry, 3 screws. But hey, having all 4 screws in place will just make me happy. It'll make it feel complete. There we go. Now we're happy. Now we're happy. Now things are as they should be. Wonderful. Fabulous. Marvelous. Oh. Wonderful. Alrighty. So there we go. And yeah, that is it for this stage. We have done everything. We attached a nice big chunk of hull here to the ship. We have our grand staircase dome and the skylights in place. And yeah, that is it for this stage of the build. Progress, as always. I love progress. So there you go. As always, if you would like to sign up for your own Titanic kit, there'll be a link in the description down below for you to check out. And if you missed any stage of this build, there is a playlist in the description down below for you to check out at your leisure, and you can watch this lovely ship of dreams take shape before your very eyes. So there you go. As always, I hope you enjoyed this exciting episode of EmGo Build Stuff. And remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. Be geek. Be proud. Palm in your face.